Hello, my name is Jessica, and for my informative speech, I'm going to be talking about shark finning and the effects it has on our oceans and the sharks themselves. I'm going to start off with a few facts. There's over 100 million sharks are killed a year, 190 sharks are killed a minute, and over 200,000 sharks are killed a day by either accident, gill nets, which is when a shark swims through a net and their gills get stuck and they end up drowning, longline fishing, but most importantly, shark finning. Longline fishing is when a fisherman drops a line that can be between a mile to 100 miles long, and at intervals of 100 feet they drop lines with bait and hooks on it. They catch swordfish, but mostly it's used for sharks. 25% of the things caught on these lines are considered bycatch, which is not their intended catch. Like when a fisherman goes out and they catch tuna and they catch dolphin instead, the dolphin is considered bycatch. 90% of the sharks' population are affected by longline fishing. 20% of the sharks are close to extinction, the blue sharks being at the top of the list. Their numbers are hurt the most. The sharks are older than the dinosaurs. They've been on this earth for over 450 million years old, and scientists estimate that within 10 to 20 years that the sharks will become completely extinct off this earth. And it's pretty sad that a species that have survived this long on earth will potentially be extinct within our lifetime. The finning is the #1 cause of deaths for sharks. The fins are cut off while the shark is still alive, and they are thrown back into the ocean. They sink to the bottom of the ocean, and they don't die right away. It can take between a couple hours, a couple days, and sometimes even weeks. They either bleed out, they suffocate because they can't swim, or other animals eat them. They even kill pups. They don't care how old the shark is, how big the shark is, they will kill anything, and a pup is considered a baby shark. Longline fishing is the method that they use to kill these sharks. They kill the sharks and they take the fins because of a product called shark fin soup. The shark fin soup can cost between $50 and $400 a bowl. There is no nutritional value in these soups whatsoever, and they are completely tasteless. So they only use the shark fins for texture. So they are killing millions of sharks for a tasteless bowl of soup. They are very high in mercury, so pregnant women and children cannot eat it. They use a chicken broth for flavoring, and it's a very high demand in Asian countries, and Hong Kong is one of the biggest distributors. It shows friends and family that they can afford the most expensive food, and it's usually used at weddings or anniversaries. And I think it helps cure cancer, and a pound of dried fins can cost up to $300 or more. A couple of shark facts. There's only 35 species have been known to attack humans. They are apex predator, which means they have no natural predators. Sometimes it'll be a killer whale, but humans are their biggest predators. They are part of an intricate food web, and they're considered a keystone piece, which basically means if they are removed, then the whole structure will collapse. For example, the sharks eat the octopus, and octopus like to eat lobster, so if there's no sharks to control the octopus population, then they will eat all the lobsters. There's 30 to 50 shark attacks a year, but only 5 to 10 are actually reported fatal. The sharks can weigh 5,000 pounds and be between 12 and 16 feet long. They are solitary animals. They are rarely seen in groups. Occasionally they're seen in pairs. They have a sense on their nose called the ampullae lorenzini, and this is electrical pulses that can detect heartbeats and movements in the water. They also can hear from over 800 feet away, because sound travels faster underwater than it does on land. They also have another sense called the lateral line, which runs along the length of their body, and this can detect movement and the direction that the movement is coming from, so they can locate their prey. Sharks are always moving, so they migrate, and it's hard to protect certain waters when they don't stay in a certain area very long. That's like when you hear there's a shark attack and somebody wants to go out and kill this shark that just attacked somebody. Most likely that shark is already gone. It's not going to be there anymore. They can also live in freshwater, except the only shark that's really known to do that is the bull shark. They can live in both fresh and salt water. They can live in lakes, lagoons. Um, they can live pretty much anywhere. They help control animal populations, and they control the ocean's ecosystem. They can't reproduce fast enough. Their gestation period can last between 5 months and 2 years, so they can't help build their numbers up as fast as they're being killed. Each coastline is responsible for laws and regulations for fishing in their waters. Only a small amount of countries actually ban finning, and more should follow. Um, Many laws are weak and often broken. Sometimes a fisherman will go and actually hunt at night so they can't be caught. Or they're supposed to bring back the bodies so they can see how many sharks they're killing with the fins, but most of the time the fins outnumber the bodies, and so that needs to be regulated more. All species are being killed illegally, and it is unregulated and unreported, so no species is protected. This causes species extinction, ecosystem destruction, and is devastating to our oceans. If we lose the sharks, our oceans will change dramatically and they will never be the same. I hope this gives you a better appreciation for these animals and not just see them as man-eating machines. They play a huge role in the oceans, and something needs to be done about this now, not when they are all gone and it is too late. It's a shame that they are killing millions of sharks a day for a tasteless bowl of soup, for somebody to show off to their friends and family to say that I can afford this expensive food. These animals have been here, like I said, for over 450 million years, and it's a shame that they may be completely extinct and there will be no more. Hopefully this will make people to, if they see it on the menu, that they won't order it. Maybe they can tell, the owners that, the effects that it's having and to take it off their menu. And it's little steps like these that can take the demand off the soup, because the higher the demand for the soup, then the more killings, and then they won't stop. So if we start little by not ordering this soup, then maybe it's a step in the right direction to help protect these sharks. Well, thank you for listening.